Hi friends, welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today we're going to be doing some TikTok build hacks, which I haven't done in a while, but I have an entire playlist of these Sims 4 TikTok build hacks, and I love to learn about these. You guys love to learn about these. So let's jump right into it. I already built this house here for this reason. We're going to be filling it up with a whole bunch of different indoor TikTok build hacks. I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's so cute. And I've already figured out the layout that we're going to be doing here. So upstairs, we're going to have a bedroom. My window is already glitching. Not a good start. Upstairs, we're gonna have the bedroom. Downstairs, I'm gonna have a big bathroom. We have quite a few bathroom build hacks we're gonna be looking at. And then over here, we're gonna be doing our reading area, kitchen, and turning this way, we'll have living room and maybe a dining room like somewhere in here as well. But let's jump right into the first build hack and see what we got. I should move here. Okay, I'm going over here. This is weird. So this is gonna be a bench idea. I think I'm gonna put this maybe in my reading room. So a few sectionals, we're just putting those together. Looks easy enough for me so far. Ooh, okay, and then eco lifestyle horizontal lines shrunk down. Okay, that's easy enough. That looks really cute actually. Beautifully functional. We love to see it. Let's build this. By the way, you can find all of the links that we're going to be using for every TikTok creator in the description down below, so check those out. They're really great, all of them included in this video. So we're going to start off, I'm going to grab a sectional. I'm going to use this white color, I think, and we're going to grab this corner piece. So clicking on the gear there, we're gonna grab this corner piece and I'm gonna just kind of start to like connect them and rotate them, leaving room for that ottoman in the middle. So we're gonna grab this one here and just kind of like put it in the middle like that. And then those horizontal lines that they used were from Eco Lifestyle. So I'm gonna go in and grab those under wall decor and I'm just gonna shrink these down as much as possible. And then I'm gonna use Alt-9 on my keyboard and raise them up so it's right in the middle there. By the way, my cheats that I've inserted are bb.move objects on, bb.show hidden objects, and bb.show live edit objects. So using Alt-9 on my keyboard, I'm just gonna raise these up so that they meet and connect them as properly as I can. That looks cute. This one over here is looking a little weird. I'm just gonna adjust. It looks very modern. I like how it looks and fairly easy, although it does require a couple packs. So going along the same lines, this one kind of came with like a set, sort of like this no custom content kind of thing. This creator made like kind of like a whole bunch of furniture that matched in this style. We're again gonna be using those horizontal lines from Eco Lifestyle to get that kind of look. We're just gonna be turning them, rotating them, easy enough, and I like the modern look of it. So I think I'm actually gonna do this one upstairs in the bedroom. I'm gonna put it like right over here. Again, gonna be using Dream Home Decorator and Eco Lifestyle. I actually don't really think we even need it to be a Dream Home Decorator desk. That's the one they put in the video though, so I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna get my computer on before I do anything else so that I can easily shrink down my desk. I'll add my chair while I'm at it, and now I'm gonna try and grab just the desk here and shrink it. Ooh, okay, so now I'm able to move my computer around, again holding Alt on my keyboard. I'm gonna go and get now a base game shelf. We're gonna use this one and I'm gonna size it up just once using a bracket on my keyboard, and I'm just gonna try and get that right underneath the keyboard there. I'm trying to put this desk as far into the wall as possible without it like showing through the other side, but I mean, you could easily put a pillow under there and it's just starting to show. Now we're gonna get our Eco Lifestyle filter on. I'm gonna go back and get those little wall things. And how we're gonna do this, because if I just bring this into the room, it's gonna try and connect to a wall because it's a wall decor item. So we're gonna use our hammer tool and delete the surrounding walls so that it doesn't try and attach to anything. So now I can shrink this all the way down and I'm gonna just try and connect them right underneath the shelf so it's not showing. So just shrinking it down, connecting them just like we did with the bench. And I think I'm gonna do 2 across and then 2 around the back. So like that, and then I'm gonna rotate these ones so that, oh God, not that. Rotating these ones just so they connect, and I think I'm just gonna get it to go like against the wall. So now that I have everything placed, I can bring my walls back, and this is a really good tip in The Sims 4 in general when you're trying to place like wall decor. We're gonna be seeing that tip used a lot where we delete the walls. And that looks really cool, kind of giving like mid-century modern a little bit. I'm gonna clutter it up, change the swatch here, I think. I'm gonna add a little picture above, and we're gonna move on to our next build hack because going along with this set, there's a few other ones I want to put in this bedroom. So going along the same kind of style, this is a hack again by the same creator. We're gonna be making this like salon mirror. So what they're doing is sizing up a cottage living light, a hanging light, and then they're gonna be using this eco lifestyle mirror and like attaching it on there, and that is so cute. Totally goes with that mid-century style that I want. Custom counters too. I am impressed. Okay, so I want to put mine either right here if I can fit it, or maybe along this side. So I'm gonna go to lighting. They used this light here from Cottage Living. So I'm gonna pick my swatch and put that right here. We're gonna use that build tip again. We're gonna be deleting these walls so that I can attach my mirror, which is also gonna try and connect to those walls. And they used this light here from Eco Lifestyle. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit that properly. My wall heights are a little bit smaller, but that's okay. We can change up and maybe use this mirror instead. So again, using Alt-9 on my keyboard, I'm gonna raise that up and try and connect it in there. I kind of actually don't even mind it with the lantern on the bottom, but maybe I can switch it and do the longer one just to see. The longer wall height one I think will be a little bit easier for me to hide. So I'm gonna put that in there, raise it up to the middle, and you know what? We could probably even do two. That would be kind of cool. And then after we're happy with the shape, I'm gonna put the walls back, and there we go. That is actually such a cool hack. I love that style. If you wanted to hide that bottom part, all I'm gonna do is maybe put like a chair in front. Chair, maybe just like a plant over in the corner. And then we have a really cool custom, no custom content mirror. The only thing I can see being an issue is when you zoom in, lighting disappears in The Sims 4 just so that it's not in the way when you're doing gameplay. But instead, what you could do if you have The Sims 4 Nifty Knitting is replace it maybe with one of these like hanging plants. That way it's not going to disappear when you zoom in on it, and I actually think that looks cool too. Maybe it could also be kind of cool with like a mirror attached. I don't know, I'm getting carried away. You could customize this trick a lot. This is the final one that I wanted to try in the same style. This is from the same creator, same kind of collection here. It's going to be a rattan style light. So again, using those eco lifestyle horizontal lines, but we're going to be connecting them to, again, a cottage living light, rotating them so it's in a rattan sort of style. And we're going to be using both the vertical and the horizontal here. Okay, that looks so cool after all is said and done. I love the look of that. Very, very well done. Okay, so let's try and put that maybe right here above our entire set, our whole collection here. Using that build tip again, I'm deleting the walls. I'm going to go in with that same cottage living lantern, but the thing is my wall heights are not as big. So I'm kind of worried about how that's going to look because I can't shrink these down too much. This is actually the smallest that they're going to go. Maybe just for the sake of trying this out, I'll make my wall heights a little bit bigger. I'm going to grab my eco lifestyle horizontal and vertical lines again, shrink them all the way down, and I'm just going to be raising them up, and basically we're just going to be putting them around this lantern. I'm getting that light deletion issue again, so I'm actually wondering if I should put my walls back. That's why I like to like test these TikTok tricks, because sometimes they take a little bit of testing. Let's instead maybe try, I don't know, like a base game simple wall light there. I think this might work out a little bit better because the wall lights don't delete, it's just the ceiling lights. So doing the same concept, I'm gonna just be trying to make that pattern the entire way around, and then I'm just gonna be attaching it to the wall, but I want to make sure again that it's not gonna go through and be seen from the back. So we'll just put that there, and then I'm gonna build a wall, test it, make sure we're not going through. We're good, and I can follow that same pattern on both sides. I mean, I do like the look. It looks definitely a little bit interesting, more interesting than the regular wall light would have looked. I do think it looks cool though. Okay, this one was really good. This is gonna be like a shelving system. So they're going in and using, I think those are from My Wedding Stories Debug. And we're also gonna be connecting some cabinets and shelving units from Dream Home Decorator. Going in with a base game shelf, connecting them. And again, going with this like mid-century modern. I tried to pick a lot of these in the same style, and we're ending up with a really cool looking shelving system that we're gonna recreate. So let's go back downstairs. I think I wanna add this to my reading area over here. So I'm gonna get my filter on for My Wedding Stories and type in debug under my search bar. And we're gonna be using this strong post here. I didn't even know this existed. I'm gonna shrink that down once, and we're gonna put it in the corners. And I think I'm also gonna put one right in the middle just because I do have the room for it. Then we're gonna get our filter on for Dream Home Decorator. And I think they used a combination of these these shelving pieces here, like these, what are these called? These glass displays. I'm gonna be using, I think, some cabinets here so that they don't try and clip like the normal Dream Home Decorator shelving units do. And we can play around and customize the style that we want. I could put one there. Maybe we do one like down here and up here. I think I want a longer one along the bottom too. So I'm gonna try and find like, maybe this one could go along the bottom. And then once I have them lined up the way that I want, I'm gonna go in with the immaculate shelf in the Sims 4 base game. And I'm gonna just hold Alt on my keyboard and place them along so that they're all like connected. This is also gonna allow us to place things there too. Like I can add clutter pieces on this shelf. We can also put the clutter in like these little nooks that are already here. And maybe I'll just connect one here and then one more along the top. That looks so cute. I love how this looks. Now all we have to do is fill it up with clutter, which I think I'm gonna add maybe just some like dining room clutter, some bookshelves. I'm gonna have a dining table over here so we could add maybe some like plates and stuff. But before we do that, I have one more hack that I want to add for our reading area, which I'm gonna put over on this side here. So this one absolutely blew me away, and it's a great way to use those new like wainscoting things from the Sims 4 Decor to the Max kit. We're gonna be building a custom bookshelf with that stuff, which I've never seen. This really did catch my eye when I saw it. I might make some minor adjustments to this, I think, but I think we got this. I think we can make this look cute. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is delete all of my walls surrounding this. I'm probably gonna have to do like quite a few of them. And the main item we're gonna be using here are these wainscoting things from the Decor to the Max kit. So I'm gonna just place these maybe out a little bit more from where the wall was. That might be a good distance there. So I'm just gonna connect these together. I'm gonna be doing 3 of them. And I really liked the piece that they put down below. That was actually this here from Get Together. But we're going to be using something different. Since I've been using Eco Lifestyle so much, I want to use this here from Eco Lifestyle, and I'm just gonna put that right on the bottom panels. I might have to raise it up slightly, so I'm just gonna make sure that it fits right in there as close up as possible. And I think I have room for one more here too, so I'm just gonna add one more piece. This is gonna be a pretty big bookshelf. Okay, there we go. So now I'm gonna put everything back. I had this one wall sticking out there because I don't want to go through debug like they did in the video to find those columns like to put inside. Instead, what we're gonna do is go in again with those base game shelves, and I'm just gonna be putting those all through this back part here, just connecting them, letting the grid take it where it's supposed to be. And honestly, that looks pretty freaking cool. Now all we have to do is clutter it up. I'm gonna add some bookshelf clutter in here, I think, some little like knickknacks. And look how cute this reading area turned out. So we have our bookshelf over here with all our clutter on it, looking very cute. Our custom, no custom content bench that we made. And then over on this side, this is what our shelving unit turned out looking like. I added some little like plates, some tea, the new s'mores thing from the little campers kit. And I added a little bit more furniture over here. I finished off what this house is looking like in the style that I've been doing. These are some paintings that I downloaded off the gallery, which I think look really nice with this style. Some more Decor to the Max items over in our living room. I did a dining table right here, and we have a kitchen hack that we have to do. So I'm gonna build my kitchen over here. Okay, so here's my kitchen. I have all the essentials. I've got my sink. We have the oven over on this side. We've got our stove, a microwave, and we're gonna try and spruce it up a little bit. We're gonna make this wooden paneling here, which seemed confusing at first, but I'm gonna walk you through it. The way that this person did it, they're using the tool mod, so it is a little bit more tricky, but it has to use the Sims 4 Snowy Escape. And they use it using the tool mod in a different way than I'm gonna do it. I don't use the tool mod, so we're gonna do it without it. No custom content all the way. So let's go and get that item from Snowy Escape. Again, a wall item, so I've deleted my walls and everything surrounding. We're gonna find these guiding signs here, and I'm gonna use, I don't know, what does the back of this look like? I'm gonna grab this wood tone here. So all I'm gonna do is try and find the edge of my wall, which you can see here, there's like a little line, and I'm just gonna line it up where it would have been hanging on the wall anyway. We're gonna rotate it, turning it opposite of the way it's supposed to be, and I'm gonna raise it up and just try and place it right along where the wall would be. I'm gonna repeat that, just kind of keeping it under there. I'm gonna put one above, I think, as well. The trickiest thing about this hack is just gonna be the placement of it. So I'm gonna add one more right on top of this, and I feel like this could look really cool for like a headboard as well. And then hopefully I'm not gonna have to realign this. I can just go in and draw my wall back. And now we have the paneling on the back there, kind of just a cool wall detail. Again, I think that would look awesome as a headboard, or maybe also like behind a TV or something. I think you could get creative with the ways that you want to do that. And the best part is once you have it placed, you can change the swatches and everything. We've got one more kitchen hack we're gonna do, which is actually a lazy Susie. This is a base game hack, so we're gonna go in and find this table here. This is under miscellaneous surfaces. So we're raising this up using Alt-9 again. I'm gonna put that right there so that it's just above the countertop. I'm also gonna move this cabinet out of the way so that none of my clutter is affected by it. But now what we can do is go in, I'm gonna shrink this and put it on top, clutter this up, and then once you're done with your clutter, all you have to do is put the counter back, and we're left with this really cool little like lazy Susan sort of thing. I've actually seen this used for different purposes as well. You could put like displays on there, you could put spices, different rotating like jams or something. So our kitchen is looking nice and customized. The final ones that we have to do are gonna be in the bathroom. I always tend to leave my bathrooms looking a little bland because I'm kind of over the bathroom stuff we have in The Sims 4. So this is gonna be adding a really basic shelf on top of the bathtub, having like a little meal area, and this is a custom shower hack that I don't know if this one is gonna work with the platforms and everything, but it could look cool. We're gonna try it out. So basically all we have to do for this one is find a bathtub. I'm gonna use this one here from Seasons, and then I'm gonna take the same base game shelf that we've been using. We're gonna delete the walls around so that I can easily raise it up, and this is just gonna be put right on top of the bathtub. You can put like food on there, maybe some soap. I'm gonna go with this soap bar, I think from Spa Day, so I'm just gonna put that right on top of there. That looks super cute actually. I do want to test if that is functional. I put mine in the lower end of the bathtub just to kind of see and make sure. And the next one we're gonna be doing, and the final Sims 4 TikTok hack that we're gonna be doing, will be this shower over here. And the reason why I don't know if this is gonna work is because of the diagonal wall cutting off my window there, but we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna go in with this door here as well. And then I'm also gonna be going in and creating a wall here right in the middle because I want to raise this up to be a platform. We're not gonna go too high with it. It's just gonna be sort of like a shelf there. And then what we're gonna add is our Discover University shower. This should be functional. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Let's test it. Let's see if this is functional. Oh, it is. That is exciting. Oh, okay. I would probably have to adjust this so it's not like going through my sim. So I'm gonna put it on the other end. That was totally my fault. I thought for some reason that Sims got in the other way, but yeah, that is 100% functional. That's really cool. These were some really good TikTok build hacks for The Sims 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will put this house on the gallery. Let me know if you want to see more of these videos. And again, I do have an entire playlist down below if you want to check that out. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.